The Kitchen is a new Netflix film set in a dystopian future London. So today, let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name's Justin here. I try to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Netflix. If you guys are like me, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up and coming content. In a dystopian future London where all social housing has been eliminated, Izzy and Benji fight to navigate the world as residents of The Kitchen, a community that refuses to abandon their home. This is directed by Kaluuya and Kibwe Tavares and is set in a dystopian future London. You have this housing development known as The Kitchen. Izzy really keeps to himself. He's very quiet. He lives inside the kitchen and ventures off to his job early in the morning on his motorcycle. And we also have Benji in here, who loses his mother in the beginning of the film and is searching for companionship, something to be a part of, and ends up joining a gang within the kitchen. And throughout this story, which I will admit is very predictable, of a man, Izzy, who ends up appearing at Benji's mother's funeral and start to form this relationship. What this director duo does so well within this film is create this housing community that is separate from the dystopian future in London. It's torn down. You see the social differences between the groups of people within this movie. It really creates this grimy feel of this housing community and how people are treated within here. You have the police that are blocking food routes and often are raiding this housing community and tearing down people's doors, beating people throughout this movie. So the way that this housing development is portrayed in this movie, you see a lot of people are fighting to get out of it. They are motivated. They are struggling within this movie. But the movie really focuses on this companionship between Izzy and Benji. Like I said, it is predictable where it is going to go. But looking at the two, where we have Izzy, he's very quiet. He goes off to his job in a very pristine location set out of the kitchen. And Benji is looking for just someone to connect with after losing his mother. Izzy and Benji spend a lot of time together within this movie, and they do form this relationship. There's some chemistry amongst the two, and they often look at the struggles set within the kitchen and how they can both overcome it and look deeper at who they are and their connection as well, which goes further than them just eventually meeting at this funeral. The performances are really good in here. Kane Robinson plays Izzy. He's, like I said, very quiet within this film, as you feel like he's very motivated to get out of this housing community. You often see him applying for a single occupancy apartment away from the kitchen, and it just signals that motivation for him to get out of it all. You often see that he's hurting of being within this location and strives for a lot more within life. Then we have the young actor Jadea Bannerman in here, who plays Benji. You see that he is holding back a lot of emotions in here. There isn't a lot of scenes where he's like full on crying and very emotional about losing his mother. It's more deeper as he's struggling to form relationships. He's now alone. He wants companionship. He sees a group of people within this film, and they kind of take him in under his wing, like this Robin Hood type of characters, and then eventually meeting Izzy within here, and then kind of blossoming into a more confident character. I love the performances and how they kind of matched each other and eventually brought out a stronger side of each character. Though the performances are really good, I wish the film would have gone deeper into that relationship and watching the struggles of losing the mother at such a young age and seeing Izzy connect with Benji. I think the film could have been a little bit deeper and a little more emotional when you look at both of these characters, because the performances are strong and they are likable characters that have gone through some pretty emotional things. It just doesn't reach a certain height when exploring both of these characters. I feel like at times it's a bit hollow when you look at the development of each character. You also have to explore the kitchen and the struggles and the social differences of this housing development and all of the oppressed people that lived within this housing community. There's so much that this film has to tackle on and how it relates to Benji and Izzy within this movie. So I wanted a little more of that relationship because it was there, the chemistry is there between the actors. I just don't think that the film deeply explored the struggles and the emotions that these two characters had within this movie. I do think that this directing duo had a good sense of action in here, and some of the choreographed moments are really nice within here, as you see that people are trying to stop trucks and get food to pass out to the people within the kitchen, and there's a lot of motorcycles and bicycles and doing stunts and some pretty cool action scenes within this movie. I think it is a nice debut for both of these directors. I just wanted a little more emotion and personal connection between our two characters. But nonetheless, I do think The Kitchen is a pretty decent film that often does explore these social differences and oppressed people living inside this community. Looking at this companionship between two characters that eventually meet and are looking for more out of life and is a chance for them to grow. So before I give you my score for The Kitchen on Netflix, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer reactions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie-related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button to get it all in one spot. If you have to see where The Kitchen ranks amongst all the other 2024 releases I've seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd, and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give The Kitchen a B. Thank you guys for checking out my review for The Kitchen. Have you guys seen it by chance on Netflix? What do you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below. And stay tuned for more up-and-coming content like this. My name is Justin Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.